My name is David Abdullah.
I am Fuad Abubakar.
My name is Mickela Edwards.
Hi, I'm Mickela Panday, and I'm the political leader of the Patriotic Fund.
Why form a political party? And more importantly, what can new political parties, or parties that may not be as well known as the more established ones, offer an experienced electorate who may have heard it all before? We at Izzo News spoke to a few leaders and interim political leaders of parties who will be vying for a shot at the new leader of government and Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. This is Road to General Elections 2020. We spoke to Mickela Panday, who is the political leader of the Patriotic Front. Because Patriotic Front is a new party, Panday is aware that she may need to work harder to gain the support of citizens who would have been introduced to politicians before.
When you're new, you're finding your way and your people and everything that's happening. But it was wonderful at least to hear that people were interested. Yes, you use social media, but I think the traditional way of meeting people, speaking to people, will never go away. It doesn't matter if you live in a first world country, a less developed country, anything, it doesn't matter. So you have to go to the people, and that definitely is going to be what we are doing. We want to start our launch of our campaign, so to say, in this month. Talking about policy, I really cannot say, or no member of the Patriotic Front can say anything about any party that hasn't been said before. People mustn't come to a political meeting to hear commerce. That might be fun, but people have to come to a political meeting to care what you're going to do. And that's what the strategy is. And then they'll be able to judge you, and they'll say, listen, I think what they're saying makes sense. I think this is plausible. I think this is workable. Or they will say, oh God, hear stupidness that I'm talking. Whatever. Just let people hear what your plans are. Go through everything. And I think that's more important than a manifesto, to the extent that I don't know how many people read manifestos. You have it really hardcore. I used to read it, by the way. But yes, going to the people, I think it will begin and end with that.
Panday did agree that should the opportunity arise to form an alliance, she would be open to a discussion.
First of all, let me tell you, you cannot preach unity and shut doors. You would be an absolute hypocrite. So yes, willing to speak with people, absolutely. Have I done that? Yes. Have people approached me? Yes. But we have to, and my response to them is always the same. We must unite for the right reason. If you unite to simply get into power, we saw what happens. We saw it happen twice. The goodwill of the people seemed to come secondary to, if you form a coalition, you have to accept that you will not agree on anything. You have to be willing to give way. But the only way you can do that, not if you simply unite to get into power, but if you unite because you say we're going to put Trinidad and Tobago first. That way a coalition can work, because once you're putting your country first instead of a party, or instead of support or supporters, you say, you know what, I think you might be right. That's the way we should go. So of course, if anybody is willing to talk on that level, and we want the same thing, and I always say, I said, listen, saying the same country before self is easy. Easiest thing to say, hardest thing to do. When emotions are involved, when principles are involved, when morals are involved, when people have agendas. Your agenda must be the country. And I don't think you have to write down everything that you're going to agree on. But if we say, listen, at the end of the day, we will do this with the same goal in mind, of course I will. Of course I will. Just as I won't if we can't come to that.
So, why should you vote for Patriotic Front?
My name is Mickela Panday, political leader of the Patriotic Front. In the upcoming general elections in 2020, we are asking you to give us your support. We believe that the time has come for Trinidad and Tobago to unite as one country, one people, because we have one future. We believe that the current political landscape does not provide for such unity, and as such has created division in a society that has almost created an obstacle to success, to our country achieving its full potential. We ask you to support us. We have plans, we have policy, we have solutions. We believe that the time where for mudslinging and accusing and throwing insults at each other, that type of politics, we believe that the time has changed. The political status quo of Trinidad and Tobago needs to change. We have to put a stop on the revolving door of the same political parties in and out, voting out. We're asking you to vote for us, not based on leader or party, as much as the party's policy. We're asking you to, within the next couple of weeks and until the election, to listen to what our solutions are, to hear how we intend to deal with the critical issues affecting our country, the issue of the economy, the issue of crime, unemployment, public administration. Hear our views and give us the chance to implement the policies that we believe will take Trinidad and Tobago to its true and highest potential. Thank you.
Download the Izzo app now for up-to-the-minute news and exclusive news content, and visit our website, izzo.com. Izzo, news travels fast.